Hi, I'm Olivia and I'm at Mount Royal University talking to two students about the Power Shift panel hosted by the Calgary Chamber. Members of this panel included Ed D. Palazzo from Beacon Data Centers, Matt Davis from Capital Power, Del Friesen from ATCO, which is moderated by Kayla Sabi with AltaLink. They focused on more than just pipelines and power plants, but instead how we market Alberta as a place of investment. Now I will pass it on to Holly, who will talk about the Alberta's opportunity with AI data centers.
Hi, I'm Holly.
And I'm Brynlee.
So AI data centers could boost jobs, add value to the GDP, and generate millions in annual tax revenue. Alberta is attractive because of the underused transmission capacity, entrepreneurial spirit, and available workforce. And the main challenge is we must move quickly to secure certainty in policy to attract hyperscale investors.
Now Brynlee will talk about the clean electricity regulation concerns.
Current draft rules are too rigid, risk reliability, and discourage investment. The main sticking points are end-of-life rules, emission performance standards, offset rules, and transition rules for projects already in progress. Industry wants adjustments to make investment feasible to avoid a supply cliff.
Natural gas, renewables, and reliability.
We can talk about renewables like wind and solar, which are growing, but need firm backup power, mainly natural gas. Alberta is already tapped out on the workforce and construction capacity when building large projects. The biggest concern is there's not enough time to execute these projects.
The importance of infrastructure needs.
Firstly, transmission and connections. Better east-west and north-south links could stabilize the grid and allow renewable sharing across provinces. Secondly, data center power. ISO may require new loads to bring their own power, so clarity on rules and contracts is critical. Lastly, gas supply and pipelines. Even in Alberta, gas delivery can be a bottleneck.
Could you tell us a bit about battery and storage technologies?
So batteries can help with fast frequency response and reliability, especially with those long-term contracts to attract investment. Batteries could also reduce the need for some transmission lines. Alberta's natural gas storage also acts like a large-scale energy battery, helping during those extreme events.
Jobs and the labor force.
Firstly, thousands of workers will be needed to build data centers and power plants. Secondly, there will be an introduction of permanent jobs, mainly in operations, cooling systems, and tech support. Lastly, Alberta must train more trades and technical staff.
Water and cooling concerns.
Data centers often use water cooling, but air cooling and hybrid systems are also possible. Alberta's cooler climate is an advantage for less water-intensive cooling.
Looking into the future insights.
First of all, the all-of-the-above approach. This is a mix of renewables, natural gas, batteries, nuclear, and better connections. Secondly, policy certainty is critical. Constant changes make investors hesitant. And lastly, long-term stability will allow the market to self-adjust and support new loads like data centers.
Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you learned something about the Power Shift panel hosted by the Calgary Chamber of Commerce.